Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your orthodontic practice production pearl of the week. I want to get back to a basic, a fundamental, and that's your referring doctors. Now, before you say, oh no, I don't really want to deal with referring doctors, let me point out the statistics. In last year's orthodontic survey by Levin Group, published in Orthodontic Products magazine, both print and online, we showed from a national survey that $3.6 billion a year of revenue to orthodontic practices, referred to orthodontic practices, comes from general dentists. $3.6 billion. It's a lot of money. And if you're not getting any referrals from GPs, somebody else is. So let's assume for a minute, go with me on this, that you really want GP referrals in addition to everything else. Some of you have written checks to social media companies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Some of you spend a lot of money in the community. That's branding, not marketing. We're in favor of all of that. Remember, we endorse marketing in 5 focus areas. But for today, you need to get back to fundamentals. And a fundamental is, if you want more referrals, get back to referring doctors. Within 6 months, you can turn some of them on. The ones who refer can refer more. The ones who don't refer can begin referring. Not everybody, but some. And that increases referrals and production and revenue and income. Now, you're going to need a PRC, Professional Relations Coordinator, to carry out the program. Orthodontists, like any specialist, are not motivated enough to keep consistent in referral marketing over time. You have to see patients, you have families, you have life, you have other challenges. You need someone dedicated to this effort, and that's your PRC, Professional Relations Coordinator. Then you need an annual marketing calendar. What are you doing this year? And we break it down mathematically. You need 5 or 6 strategies for the kids in the practice, 3 strategies for the parents, 8 to 12 for referring doctors, our topic today. Why 8 to 12? Because you have to have quantity to build the relationship, to maintain it, to expand it. You have to have touch points. How many times do you touch each referring doctor from each strategy? Sounds pretty complicated, right? It's not. It's pretty simple. It's a matter of looking at a combination of strategies, getting them in place, getting them on an annual marketing calendar, having your PRC carry them out, and measuring how many touch points you get from each strategy. When you do this right, I guarantee you your practice is going to grow. And even if you're biased in that, I really don't want to deal with referring doctors and put in the time and the effort, and they're doing all the ortho. We hear this all the time. Obviously not true. We have many clients who get 40, 50, 60% of their revenue from referring doctors. It can be a phenomenal revenue stream. It doesn't mean you don't do the other things. It does mean you don't ignore this great opportunity. So keep that in mind. Remember the number 3.6 billion. That's what's being referred by general dentists to orthodontists. You want your little piece of that pie, which can make a little piece of that pie can make a big difference in your office. As always, I wish you increased practice production and referrals every year, and I'll see you next week.